think the main frustration I have about Dario Argento's Phantom of the Opera is that it's a missed opportunity. Phantom of the Opera is such an amazing story. I love the silent film version that was made in the 20s. I love the version with Jill Schoelen and Robert Englund that was made in the 80s. Um, I don't care for the version that Universal put out in the 40s with Claude Rains. I don't care for the music in it. But this version of Phantom of the Opera, I'll give credit for being inventive. Julian Sands plays the Phantom completely undisfigured, completely looking like he was cloned from the cover of some romance novel. This, in spite of the fact that he's been raised by rats since he was a child. He was abandoned as a baby by his family and raised by rats underneath the Paris Opera House. Now he's fallen in love with Christine, just like in the original story. Christine is played by Asia Argento, Dario Argento's daughter, who he's heavily objectified and eroticized in this film. Um, but it's not a sexy movie. In fact, everything comes across as extremely campy. When I was watching this film with my friend Gabe a long time ago, he even said it had a kids in the hall quality to it. He said this during a sequence where the Phantom is stalking Carlotta, Christine's rival at this opera house, who he's trying to intimidate her and frighten her away so that Christine can be the star of the show. And she's sitting there at her vanity table, and the Phantom is talking to her. I remember he calls her a fat cow. And yeah, my friend Gabe and I were laughing our asses off at this scene because it wasn't scary, it was funny. And there's a lot of things that are unintentionally funny. In some of the film's final sequences, Dario Argento makes use of some very television style, very dated and gimmicky effects. I'm just not very thrilled about this version of I'm just not very thrilled about this version of Phantom of the Opera, but I like the cover art, and it's always better to have something rather than nothing. I'll never be a person who says, "Don't remake this film, you're gonna hurt the dignity of the original." Impossible. Always better to have something rather than nothing. Gives you something to talk about. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Post them below. Thank you.